In this video, we'll go over how to record weaning data on a set of calves. We've already entered our recording data on this set of calves, and so we need to go to View under My Account. That'll bring up our herd view. These animals are going to be under pre-wean. And any animal that fits within our weaning dates shows up here with a box. We'll click those boxes on those animals and move them into the weaning queue. Then we go here under Work Queues, go to our weaning work queue. Any other queues you might have done throughout your time that have not completed work will always be here under your weaning queue. We can go to this queue and enter the data. As you can see, we've already populated with where these animals are, their tattoos, prefixes, wean dates on these animals. We're going to wean them as of today. As you see, we put that in the first box, hit tab over to the next, and that automatically fills the rest of the animals in the group. Enter a weight, temperament score, again 6 different scores you can have there, docile being 1 all the way up to very aggressive being 6. Height on these animals, we can enter that in as well if we're taking weaning heights. If we move them into a different pasture, we can move them back or forth. They're staying in that north side pasture. Any different management codes that might go along. These animals are all managed the same. Feed choices. We've got dam only, dam and creep, bucket fed, no dam, or a twin. These calves were on their dam only, so we'll select that. Status. As you can see, this is the status of the calf that we're entering data on. We can either move him to the commercial herd or give a reason why he might not have made it to weaning. This one is still active, so we'll leave him there. And then we can record data on his dam. Whether we moved her, she's not going to be active in the calf herd. We culled her for whatever reason that may be. All of this data goes into building our stayability EPD. We can also enter her weight if we've taken that, her height, and her body condition score. Body condition scores go from 1 to 9, with 9 being extremely fat. Most cattle will fit within the 4 to 6 range. 2 things that are important to note here. The only required fields that you have are weaning date and weaning weight. Feed code, status, management code, all of those things are not required, but are useful in compiling data. Another thing of note, if you did happen to steer these animals before or at weaning, you can list that here under sex. So we've entered this data, we'll validate it. System liked all that data. If we were to make a mistake and have a weight or a date that did not fit, we would validate here and an error would come up. Highlighting it in red and then also highlighting that error here. So your error descriptor, C4D. For the highlighted D, valid measurements are between birth weight plus 60 and 1,500 pounds. So we change this back to 645. Validate that data. And since we have no errors, as we can see here on the left toolbar, we'll commit that to the registry. As you can see, this brings up all that data on our animals. They're not old enough yet for yearling data collection, so that button does not come up. We can generate a yearling worksheet for those animals that will give us the best window to collect our yearling data.